Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to talk about standardized responses. Responses that you hear anytime something comes up in political discussion. It happens a lot. We're going to take one as an example because it just happened to me, and until tonight I didn't know that this was a standard response. I got a message in response to my last video where I talked about uniting behind principles rather than parties or personalities. And there's a long tirade about what he thinks my principles are and a whole lot of let me tell you about you type of thing. In relevant part, it says, you've talked about housing as a human right and universal health care and ending hunger. You know where you can get those things? Do you know where those things are guaranteed? Prison or slavery? Okay. I mean, sure, kinda. I guess that in a prison you are guaranteed shelter and food and some form of health care. You can get those things there. Fact. You know what you can also get there? An orange jumpsuit. But I'm pretty sure I could get an orange jumpsuit outside of prison as well. That's probably true for these other things. There may be another subculture that gets all of these things. I don't know, the military, for example. They have food security, they have health care, they have housing. Why? It's for very different reasons. In the military, they provide this stuff because it allows the soldier to focus on the mission. It makes them more productive. It makes them more effective. Imagine if all of society was more productive and more effective. Wouldn't that be great if they were committed to the mission of, I don't know, making the world a better place? Might be a better world. The funny part about this is that the argument that is made, the standard response, proves that it is a right. People in prison are those who society has deemed worthy of throwing in a cage and stripping away most of their rights. Yet, they get shelter, they get food, they get health care of some sort. Because it is a human right. Because it's something that's required to live. The fact that prisoners get it, and the average person out in free society doesn't, may not say what you think it says. The reality is we don't want to provide these things as a society, as a country, because our betters want the warning there. If you don't do what you're told, if you don't toe the line, if you don't go to work, engage in the financial transactions that they suggest, if you want to quit because the working conditions are unsafe or because your boss is harassing you, well, you better give it a second thought. You better just do what you're told because you may end up hungry or out in the street. Seems awfully coercive to me. But that is how our society functions. The carrot is that you may be that 1 in a million shot that makes it. The stick is the fact that you may end up one of those that everybody looks down at, who says that they don't deserve basic human rights that are so necessary they're provided to people in prison. This is not a good standard response. It would be great if we stopped focusing on motivations that were handed to us. We weren't there when these rules were made. Society and the world at large has changed a whole lot. Maybe the way we look at things should change too. Maybe we should be focused on building that society where people do have a mission, where we are united behind an idea or a principle, and that mission is making this a better place for everyone, not just making sure our betters stay in power. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.